In a major development, 9 crude oil thieves have been arrested by the police in Assam. The 9 crude oil thieves were arrested by the police in Tinsukia district after conducting raids at various locations. All the arrested persons have been listed as crude oil thieves and had been involved in crude oil theft by pilfering oil pipelines for several years now. Well, the raids were conducted by the police team led by the Officer-in-Charge of Doomdooma police station. The 9 arrested persons have been identified as Jiten Gogoi, Padmeswar Chetia, Karna Chetia, Jibon Dohutia, Guna Kanta Moran, Bimal Dohutia, Khargajyoti Gogoi, Rupjyoti Gogoi and Pranjal Gogoi. Well, this is indeed a big breaking this morning. In a major development, 9 crude oil thieves have been arrested by the police in Assam. The 9 crude oil thieves were arrested by the police in Tinsukia district after conducting raids at various locations. Now, all the arrested persons have been listed as crude oil thieves and had been involved in crude oil theft by pilfering oil pipelines for several years now. Now, the raids were conducted by the police team led by the Officer-in-Charge of Doomdooma police station. The 9 arrested persons have been identified as Jiten Gogoi, Padmeswar Chetia, Karna Chetia, Jibon Dohutia, Guna Kanta Moran, Bimal Dohutia, Khargajyoti Gogoi, Rupjyoti Gogoi and Pranjal Gogoi. Well, a case has been registered against all the 9 arrested persons at the Doomdooma police station under Section 379 of the IPC, along with sections of the PDPP Act and the Petroleum and Minerals Pipelines Amendment Act. Now, theft of crude oil and related items has been a long-going problem of companies like the Oil India Limited and the ONGC in Assam. Well, oil had even come up with drones for surveillance of their pipelines and other wares. The surveillance was mainly to curb pilferage of crude oil, condensate, theft of pipes, tempering of wellheads and tapping of crude oil delivery pipelines. Now, the police has been intensifying its operations against crude oil thefts and had busted several crude oil thief rings in the past. Well, joining me on the phone this morning is my colleague Rupjyoti Das from Dibrugarh. Well, Rupjyoti, this is indeed a big breakthrough for the police, considering the fact that these are listed thieves and have been involved in crude oil theft for several years now.
Indeed, Aaron, it's a big breakthrough for the police, particularly of the 9. We know at least 2 of them, particularly this Guna Kanta Moran and Karna Chetia. These are the 2 masterminds there. In fact, you can term them as the kingpin also of the entire crude oil theft racket, which is very much active in this eastern Assam districts, so particularly Dibrugarh and Tinsukia. And it has been going on for several years, but as being directed by the Chief Minister, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, there has been, they have outlined certain priority areas like crackdown on drugs, illegal smuggling of kettles, and various other crime against women. This oil pilferage issue has also been accorded top priority. That is what also was stated by Special DGP of Assam, Mr. GP Singh also. So, following that, this crackdown by the police in Tinsukia assumes significance because these are the people who are the mastermind and they have been active in these areas for several years now, Aaron, and they have pilfered several liters, back in thousands. There were times when oil security personnel, police, conducting joint raids had even seized tanker loads of crude oil. So that is huge. So this is a big success in other terms, you can say, Aaron.
Exactly. So, Rupjyoti said this arrest will sure send a strong message to other thieves planning similar acts to tread cautiously. What do you think?
Surely, Aaron, because these will now lead, their arrest will now lead to several, their interrogation and various leads will come up definitely. And police, as I said, they have taken up this issue as a top priority area. And also, Aaron, we had also reported as how oil had started using drone surveillance. There has been a special intelligence unit being set up which coordinates between particularly on providing and sharing information about related activities of these rackets between the police and the oil security staff. So these things are developed, and now this definitely will come up with a major action in the days to come. Aaron.
All right, my colleague there, Ripunjoy Das, joining me over the phone from Dibrugarh. Thank you for your inputs.